Charlton either. Steve will be our first speaker this evening. His title, first of all, I want to say that after last time I've been trying to tie my shoes backwards. He told us that if we tied them a certain way, that was a good way to get into a different habit and tax the brain, make it think harder. Anyway, so Steve, I forgot what I was saying. Steve will be, the title of his speech is, "That's Not Going to Be Good."
Last week I was reading the Wenatchee World, and there was a picture of a yellow lab sitting in a helicopter. And it brought back a story from probably about 6 years ago. My son is an absolute ski bum. Tried to true ski bum, that's all he does. But he's a videographer, so he takes a lot of video and does all kinds of video for ski movies. And somebody needs a shot, he gets the shot, and they put it in their movie, and off it goes. So he asked me about 6 years ago, he says, "Dad, could you come down to Utah? We're doing some avalanche stuff, and I need somebody that can kind of oversee the whole thing. I've got a helicopter rented. We're going to do the whole thing, and I need you to come down. And I want you to bring Fred too." That's my number 2 lab. I had Fred 1, and he was also an avalanche dog, and he passed after about 12 years, and so we started with Fred 2, real original names. So Fred 2 and I headed for SeaTac Airport, flew to Utah, got off the plane, got him in the car, and off to Alta we went. And they had a beautiful helicopter. I'm thinking, you know, it's your son, and I'm thinking, I know he's got insurance. I hope he's got enough. And I'm thinking, thank goodness his attorney said, you need to incorporate yourself. And I'm thinking that was really good advice from an attorney for a kid that's 23 years old and is doing all this kind of stuff. So the day started, and we were going to get some avalanche shots with explosives. So we explained to the helicopter pilots what we were going to do. They were not excited one bit. Neither one of them had ever flown anything with explosives before. So we gave them a quick rundown of what was going to happen, and you've got plenty of time. This isn't going to affect anything. It's all okay. It's all okay. So off we go, and we flew the ridges and dropped some charges. It was a perfect day, beautiful blue sky day. Not a typical day that you do avalanche. It's always terrible weather when you do it. So we flew in, and then I was going to get out with Fred 2, and we were going to long line in to an area because they were doing a shot for avalanche safety, and they were going to put a section of a dog and somebody coming in on a long line. And what that means is you're hanging under the helicopter with the dog across your chest. He and I fly like this, and we fly into the area, and then I let him down below me, and he touches the ground, and then they lower me down to the ground. Not a good idea to land together. So we get this all set up, and the 2 guys are up on the ridge, this beautiful ridge way up on the hillside, and I'm standing there quietly watching with Fred sitting next to me, and the 2 pilots are there, and they throw the charge over the hill. And about that time, I kind of stood there and I went, this is not good. It's not supposed to come down the hill, it's supposed to stay up the hill. So this charge is sliding down the hill with 90 seconds of view time. So we have 90 seconds to stop and kind of think about what's about to happen. And the 2 pilots are kind of looking puzzled at me and looking back. I'm thinking, oh, this isn't good. This is not going to be good. Insurance is crossing my mind again. There's a $3 million helicopter sitting on a knoll right below where this is coming. This charge is, the night before it snowed a little bit and they froze and got really hard. So it started sliding down the hill. And as it's sliding, it's picking up speed faster and faster down this hill. About that time, the helicopter pilot looks back at me because They're going forward, I'm going backwards with Fred. He says, is that what I think it is? How do you answer somebody's question and not terrify them? Yeah, it is. He says, where's it gonna go? I don't know. Wrong answer. These guys were already a little jumpy. And now seeing what we affectionately call in the trade a party pack, 2-gallon milk jugs full of ammonium nitrate with the charge in the middle to ignite the entire thing, because we wanted to do it big, coming down the hill. I'm moving a little farther back, they're going to see where it's going. I'm thinking, oh, this isn't good, guys. I wouldn't go that way, as I'm yelling across the room, don't go that way, or across the field. It comes down, we're sitting on a little knoll, it slides down the hill and makes a turn. And I'm thinking, 60, 65, 70. I'm thinking, oh, it's getting really close. My son's in my helmet on a radio. Fortunately, the pilots weren't on the same frequency. And he's saying, Dad, is it coming at you? Is it coming at you? I didn't want to alarm them, so I didn't key my mic, but I keyed it 2 times, hoping he would figure out that that meant yes. It slid down the hill, slid off to the side, and at that time, Fred 2, fortunately, is a food dog. Fred 1 was the stick dog. Labs are either a food dog or a stick dog. Fred 2 is a food dog. If you have food, he will find you anywhere in the world. About that time, I'm thinking, this is about 90 seconds. I see the 2 pilots at the edge of the, looking over, and I'm thinking, oh, that's not good, guys. The concussion is gonna be fairly large. So I yell at them, lay down, lay down. And I've lost time at that point. I was hoping somebody would count in my helmet so I could tell exactly how long we had. About the time they got to here, it erupted next to the helicopter, over a bank, fortunately, that was large enough to keep nothing blew up on the helicopter. It was a huge concussion up the side of the hill. By that time, the 2 pilots were on the ground. They came off the ground, and I think they jumped about 6 feet, and both turned at me, screaming at the top of their lungs as they were coming for me. I then keyed my mic and said, son, you need to get down here. Thank you.